My name is Jack. I'm a technology teacher. I have been for 8 years. I work with parents, students, and teachers to figure out what it means to learn and grow at the intersection of digital and real-world identity. And so hashtag Theirspace if you want to contribute to this conversation, please. An hour of video uploaded to YouTube every second. That's a day's worth since I started talking. There's 340 undecillion unique IP addresses on the internet right now. Okay, that's 340 times a trillion times a trillion times a trillion. So that's more than all the grains of sand on this planet. That's more than all the stars in the known universe. From where we stand today, the internet is effectively infinite. Content will always be created faster than we can consume it, and no one has all of the keys. And this is an opportunity because it means we're all perpetual beginners. We get to learn together. We have permission to play, but we also have a responsibility to participate. And so as we learn together, this is our job. Amazing things happen. We move bits and bytes and pixels, switch on and off, and we change the world environmentally, educationally, economically, politically, socially. We can change the world, but sometimes we act surprised when negativity jumps into our kids' lives. We, with our sociology hats on, we say, hyper-connected, instant communication kids. Well, our definitions are rooted somewhere in the past, somewhere arbitrary. And our students, they're not concerned about that. Our students, they connect and they communicate. And we're sitting here focused on the differences for 15 years of growing up online when actually there's way more similarities. And that's our job as educators. Mentorship has not changed in 15 years. Growing up has always been messy. We're educators. We start with what we know and we scaffold from there. We don't just deliver prepackaged content. That's not what we do. And at some point, we have to learn to manage ourselves. And when I say that, I mean, at some point, hardware, software, rules, punishments, all of that, we have to move beyond that. We have to get our students to a place where we are coaching their behavior online and hopefully build a relationship that's strong enough that they ask us for advice. When we get into that consulting role, then we got to have advice to give. And this is where self-reflection comes in. What is your relationship with technology? We have to be honest with ourselves about this. What does your behavior with technology say about your beliefs? And what do students think when they see that? We know students are always watching, right? We model behavior all the time. I was dictating a list of grocery items to Siri the other day while driving. My son, 20 months old at the time, had his first compound sentence. As a teacher, I noted it. He said, "Daddy," he said, "don't talk to Siri, talk to me." Right? I do this for a living, and I had to stop and just say, what am I doing? What am I showing my child? He's obviously aware. He understands what's going on. And you guys, we have to be honest with ourselves. I don't mean think about this someday. I don't mean just the tech teachers. I mean, I'll give you a slide right now, really. What does your behavior say about your belief system when it comes to technology use? It's awkward sometimes. Most of us have a different set of goals for our students than we're actually living ourselves. Okay, we have to take that into consideration when we deliver advice. And this is because culture is largely implicit. Generations of history, of religion, of familial connections, of circumstance, all combine into this unspoken set of rules that we all subscribe to in some way. And that hasn't happened online. And in the absence of our participation or our advice, there has been a new community, a new culture that has evolved. And we have to make that explicit. We have to have these conversations with students. We have to talk to them about what it means. Good news is, we don't need entirely new curriculum. Every story has a time and space, a time and place, and every story, whether fiction or nonfiction, has a culture attached to it. And it's through our reflection, our comparison, and our contrast to those cultures that we make value decisions about what it is that we believe. And students are entirely capable of doing this. It's through the other that we see ourselves. And the fact is, there's actually a generation of kids that have grown up largely without the input from us, without the guidance. And there's kids like these kids here that actually, are not here today as a result of this community and how they managed to step into that community and how the community responded. And as mentorships, this is our job. Marie Curie said, "Nothing in this life is to be feared. It's only to be understood." And we owe that to our kids. So thanks, ISTE. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks to Ted Kalmus. I'm Tech with Intent. I'll see you online.